What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Garage Builds. Today I'm going to be showing you guys the differences, and I will be comparing the Inferno Neo 3.0 and the Mp9e Evo V2. So you guys can see they look pretty similar. They do have some things in common, and they do have a lot of things that the Neo doesn't have that they upgraded on the Mp9. So on this video, I'm going to be showing you guys what have they upgraded onto the Mp9 and what parts from the Mp9 you might be able to put onto the 3.0. So let's get it. First thing that I'm going to show you guys, these are RTRs. These are not kits. So these do come with all the aluminum on these are going to be 6061. That will be that gunmetal, brownish looking metal. And first, let's start with the front cast. I think they call hubs or knuckles. Yep. These are not the same. From the Mp9 to these, they are not the same size. These use small screws on top and bottom. And this one over here uses a small screw on the top and a long screw on the bottom. Because I have removed both before, so I noticed that. So the Mp9, this part, do not buy from Mp9 because it will not fit into your 3.0 if you have one. Or if you have an Mp9, do not buy one off of 3.0 because it will not fit. Another thing is gonna be the steering links right here. As you guys can tell, they're a lot shorter. Look at that. Look how long those are. Look how short these are. So, just with that, you can already see that steering is not compatible with this. Or it might be able to if you put everything on it. Like if you put the whole arm and this one, you might be able to fit. But you need to make sure that it's gonna work, you know. Another thing, the front A-arms, they are not the same. You see how this one is more wide? And look at these, they made them thinner and straight, as you can see. So they are not the same. Now the shocks and the standoffs, yes, they are compatible. You could put these shocks and the standoffs onto this car and the ones from that one onto this one. It's pretty compatible. Now, another thing, the newer version on the Mp9s, the suspension is connected into bushings. You see these white bushings in here? You can see some up here. You see these white bushings? Yeah, that's the new stuff on the Mp9. And on the other models, like the Neo, they still use pins, the long metal pins. So pretty much these. So the good thing about these pins, that let's say if you crash a car, you break an arm, this might bend. So let's say you replace the arm and you can unbend these back. Obviously it's not gonna be still as strong as it was, but you are able to fix it at the spot. Now these, if that one breaks, you need to have some spares because those are not repairable. They will break, but they work pretty well. Now that we're in the front, we're gonna remove to the rear. There's a couple of differences in the rear and the suspension. So I'm going to be showing you guys what we got here. So right off the bat, let me see if I could put you guys side to side right here, just so you can see the differences on the suspension. So if you look back here, look at the caster. Look at that Mp9, the caster on the hubs. It's a lot more slanted. That will give you a lot more grip on the turns. So that's pretty nice that they did to this. Also, look at the rear camber arms on top. You see that? You see how it has that? It kind of curves up. And if you look at the ones from the Neo, they go straight across. See that? All that kind of gets your wheel to be a little bit more like at a camber, that like kind of like, you know. So that's real good for turns. Another thing that it's upgraded into the Mp9 that the Neo does not have, sway bars. You see this right here? it comes with sway bars. And the Neo does not come with sway bars. But you can buy the sway bars off the Mp9 and add them onto your Neo. So that's pretty awesome. Now on the rear shock towers, the Neo comes with the long shock tower, so you have more adjustments on it. You guys can see. You can put on the bottom or the top. And then on the Mp9, it only has the lower section. It does not have a section on the top for more adjustability. So that's one thing. The wings, yeah, I think the wings they should be compatible. So you should be able to put this wing on this one if you would like. It should be the same. And as you guys can see back here, as I was telling you guys, it's pins inside the arms. And over here, we have bushings. Yep. Oh, another thing. You see how it comes with these like little protectors? It's pretty nice that they added onto there. The Neo does not have those, but it does have the bracket for you to add them if you would like. As you guys can see. All right, now that I show you guys most of the suspension parts, we can go into the inside. Yep, so on the wheels, we know the wheels fit, both 17 millimeters. They use the same nuts also. The bodies, I do not think you can fit the bodies onto each other. I can try. See, let's try the Neo body since it already has a cutout. Let's see what would happen here. We will try. Oh yeah, it's too wide. I can easily tell that it goes right past the, yeah, it's way too wide for it. It would probably look funny. Yeah, the bodies are totally not compatible. So here we got the setups, as you guys can see. These cars pretty much run the same setup, almost, but they are different. So as you guys can see here, you see this front brace right here. They changed it up on the Mp9. You see how this one's a little bit shorter. Arms are kind of like long. When stuff is long and it's 6061 aluminum, it makes it pretty weak in my opinion. That's one of the main reasons why I bent this rear shock tower, because it's a lot longer. So this top is like really weak. That one's just a little bit shorter. In my opinion, it's a lot stronger. The shorter it is, the stronger it will be, in my opinion. But they both use the rear. I haven't cleaned this puppy yet. I've been running this thing. That was pretty clean, pretty neat. So they both use this torque rod right here. This is the same. It's compatible. You can put that torque rod onto here if you would like. Here I already have the upgrade 7075 torque rod. This one still has the plastic, as you guys can see. Pretty flimsy. So this does give you chassis flex, but it's not too bad. This one does have a torque rod in the front, while this one already got a pivot ball. Instead of having a torque rod, it has a pivot ball torque rod in the front. Yep, that's pretty much the comparison right here. Oh, another thing, Mp9 has the mud guards in the back. I think that's pretty cool that they added that. So you guys can see. Another thing, the Mp9e Evo comes with the aluminum shocks. These shocks already come on this car. That's pretty nice. Now the Neo 3.0 comes with plastic shocks. I added these CD Racing shocks that they have worked pretty well for me, but this car does come with plastic shocks. So pretty much those are the main differences from both cars. Hopefully that'll show you guys what things you can and cannot fit onto your car. Most of that. If you have any questions, you want to know what would fit, I can check it out. I don't mind. Just put it down in the comments. So yeah, it's pretty much. Oh, another thing. Let me get down to the bottom. I'll show you guys a couple things. Okay, let me flip these over. Okay, so this is my Neo chassis. This thing has had a good amount of play time, as you guys can see. On the Neo, we got a little cover, protect the chassis a lot more than what I did to this one. So The chassis, they are not the same. So you cannot use an Mp9 chassis onto the Neo, okay? Even though they do look similar, but they are not the same. Let me show you guys. You see how wide this front part of the Neo 3.0 is, and it's not sharp here in the corners. Then you come over onto the Mp9, straight, and then it cuts out to the sides. As you guys can see there. This one's a lot wider. Then you come over to the back. It looks pretty similar, but it's not. If you look real close, the chassis on the Neo looks a lot wider, which in that case makes it a lot heavier. So that gives you an idea of the weight difference. Yep. All right, so from here I can see, I don't have a measuring thing right now, but I can see that the shock tower are not compatible because the diff is a lot wider on the Neo, if you guys can tell. See how this one looks a little bit thinner on the top? Yep, the Neo 3.0 is a little bit bigger, so I do not, yeah. The shock towers are definitely not compatible. If you can see how this one's out here, this one's all the way out here, and there's nothing in the center. And then you come over into the Mp9, it has 3 right through the middle, and this gives it off for you right here. Oh, no. Actually, yeah, to be honest, hold on to that, because if you guys can see here, it does have a hole right here, it maybe would fit. But then you won't be screwing into the middle. Yeah, definitely not compatible. So Mp9 does not fit over here. That's pretty much it. All right, now the compatibility for the shock towers is, to be honest, I am not sure if I can fit that Mp9 shock tower into the Neo, but it might or might not be possible. I have not confirmed that, so I do not want to tell you guys if you can or cannot, because I have not confirmed it yet. But later I would try. And that's pretty much it. Hopefully you guys liked this video. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and we'll see you guys on the next one. If you have any questions, just throw it down in the comments. Peace.